Big up Team Kopish. So, Liverpool travelled to Benfica, quarterfinals of the Champions League. We score 3 goals, we concede 1. Overall, a very good performance by the lads. Naby Keita, you beauty. Just stay fit for the rest of the season. Do this for us. Everything will be forgiven. Every single thing will be forgiven. Thiago was good as well. Konate, big up to you, lad. Big up to you. Amazing header. Amazing performance in the first half. Dipped slightly. You know, the mistake that led to the Benfica goal. But you're a young lad. You're going to learn from these mistakes. Mohamed Salah is not having a great run of form, guys. But look, he deserves a break. He needs a break. And we all know that, don't we? As long as the other lads are chipping in with goals, Mane, Jota, Diaz, anyone, you know, and then the odd goals from the midfield, we should be fine, guys. We know that Salah will be back in form sooner or later. It's inevitable. Now, we face City in the Premier League. It is the biggest game of the season, guys. We all know that deep down, don't we? This is the game that defines our season. Now, we have a great, form. The away form. We have been, doing brilliantly. But at the same time, we know City is not any other team. But having said all that, we need to get the 3 points, guys. We just need it. This game against City, a win against Manchester City, that would do it for us, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that game, if we win against City, I think the rest of the season is going to go well. Big up to Klopp as well, how he has weathered the storm during this entire season. It's been amazing. How lucky are we as Liverpool fans to have a great manager like Jurgen Klopp. It's a good time to be a Liverpool fan, guys. Let's ride along together. Let's enjoy this beautiful journey and up the Reds.
Yes. What's going on? It's your boy Neelan. Big up Kopish, big up all the viewers. So, Benfica 1, Liverpool 3. I'm content. First leg, you know what I mean? First off, we were sourcing. That was the best we played in a while, I think, since the 6-0 against Leeds. You know what I mean? We should have been more front, but I thought that goal from Mane, 2-0, will do more. But the second half, we were a bit sloppy, lackadaisical, if I might like to add. Konate, that was poor from him for the conceded goal. PPD was a bit lackluster. I mean, Nunes turned him and, luckily he went to dive instead of trying to bend it in, and we're a bit sloppy defensively as a back four in the midfield. But I think after the 70th minute, we kind of took control slowly but surely. And then, listen, my brother, as Matt says, hashtag Naby things, yeah? Naby, yeah? My number 8, yeah? Cal, you watching this? Number 8, yeah? No, that's not a great question, but still. But yeah, great through ball. Yes, it was a deflection, but the intent was there. And Naby was the only one that was dribbling, making things happen, man. And then Diaz did what he did. And then the second leg should be a formality, and we'll do the business. Mo, obviously, he's been off form for the last month. Let's be real. I mean, personally, I feel for him. He has to deal with a lot. Personally, I'll leave him on the bench against City. Just kind of, I know it's not a time to rest, but just the other players have been a little bit more in form and just kind of, just boost him up a bit. You know what I mean? I think, obviously tired and, I think I would, I'll take that chance and put him on the bench. And I mean, for him to come on, boy, and against City, he'd be motivated as ever. But, we do things, we move. Naby, for me, is a starter. I don't care if it's Thiago or Hendo that gets dropped to the bench, but he has to start. He's the only one that penetrates that defence. Pause. But you know, he makes things happen. That, you know, the lights big. What people need to understand about Mr. Kieta, when he's played for us, when he's on point, when he's good, he's had more good games than bad games. But we moved the big one against Sete. Just thinking about it makes me nervous. But boy, let's just calm ourselves down and just let's do what we haven't done in the last 6 to 7 years and get that win at the Etihad, the empty had, yeah? And let's move. But 3-1, big up all the Cop viewers, big up Saints, LFC TV, big up It's Finners, big up Rams, big up everyone that's doing their thing, and subscribe to all the other Liverpool podcast channels. And I'm signing out.
Just want to say big up Kopish every time for letting me and other viewers have us saying your show. Hope you boys have a blessed spiritual tea in the building. And yeah, so my thoughts on the game last night. So Liverpool 3, Benfica 1. It was an interesting game. A tale of two halves, really. And I think firstly, it was important that we got the win. Very important that we did get the win, because I think the fact that we have Man City this Sunday, I mean, I'm not going to speak for the viewers or for the fans, but maybe neutrals who looking at this thinking that Liverpool can just overlook this game and just focus on the City game. But no, it's not, because I just think having momentum when going into a big game is very key. I mean, you would want that, and I think we need that as well. I think if we had lost this game, it would have been tatters, because then going into the game at Etihad, a game and a stadium we don't do well at, going in there with a loss, I think it brings confidence down. And the fact that Man City did win their game as well, I think it was important that we're showing levels in it. Like, yeah, City are winning, but we're winning too. And we're going to go to the Etihad and we need to go there with a bit of confidence, because that's a game we have to win, really. I think we can't lose, and that's a game we have to win if we're going to have any chance of winning the league this season. So, like I said, got the job done. We got there in the end. And yeah, it was a tale of two halves. I think the first half, we were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think everyone in their team did their job correctly. Possession of the ball, we did that well. We kept the ball very well. And we just put it on Benfica. And I think Benfica could deliver with us. And I think in that first half, you were kind of pleased. You were very pleased. 2-0 down, 2-0, I'm mistaken, in that first half. And it looked like we were going to put the game to bed for me. And I think the only disappointing thing is that in that first half, I feel like we should have got more goals, because I think Salah had a chance, Mane had a few chances, and yeah, we were just playing good football in our first half. I think Trent coming back from injury, I think that was a big plus for me, because I think his injury was a doubtful, because I think we need him in that City game as well. And if we're going into that City game without Trent, not disrespecting Joe Gomez, I think Gomez can do a job at right back, but I just think if you saw the game against Benfica, we're going to need that. We're absolutely going to need his creativity at right back, and he was just having a field day for me. The passes he was pulling off is ridiculous. Just showing me why he's one of the best right backs in the world at the moment, and he's playing at a world-class level. Like, Trent was doing bits, and some of his passing was just absolutely brilliant, especially for the second goal. What a ball to find Diaz, and Diaz did perfectly well to assist Mane. So great ball from him. I think the midfield did very well. I'm impressed with the midfield. I think Thiago and Fabinho again, that combination, like, I can't stress this enough. I think them two there just make each other so much better. And when they play, we just look so much better in midfield. And you know what? Even if they're having a bad game, like, I'm not gonna lie, we worry at times, but I'm slightly not worried. I don't think we need to worry about that, because I genuinely think that Fabinho and Thiago are good enough to pick it up. Them two are world-class athletes. They're one of the best in their positions, and I think they do play at world-class level for me. So when they do have an off day, yeah, it happens, but I think they're good enough to raise it up for me. And I think them two just show that with them two in our midfield, it gives us a bit of midfield and control and balance in our midfield for me. And I think we've turned more into a possession-based team as well. I don't know if you'd have clocked this, but I think we're keeping the ball more and we're being more clinical. And you can see that in the goals that we scored last night. So them two there, brilliant. Kay had a good game as well, showing what he can do on the ball. I like to see more of that, but Kay had a very good game today. He did. He showed his attacking side in that game for me, and he was doing more risks. And that's the Naby that we want to see. We want to see the risk taker. We don't want to see the Naby who is just keeping the ball all the time. We want to see him taking risks, because when he's playing like that, I think he can do well for us, and I think he can add to our midfield. And the front three just do what they do. So first half, brilliant, but then second half could have been better. I think we did give them that goal, and I think for that first, I would say 10 to 15 minutes, Benfica looked dangerous. I mean, we could have easily equalised, and it could have been 2-2, and then that would have been terrible for us. Having that 2-goal lead would have been bad, 2-2, but Diaz got the third goal. He killed it off, and yeah, it was a good victory. I think the second half we could have started that better, but I think that could have done better. But good victory, 3-1, and we move on to the City game. And what I want to say is, I think, as well as the players did well to get the job done, I think Klopp has to take responsibility for this victory. I'm bigging up Klopp now, because the subs he's doing, he's being proactive with it. And last season or 2 seasons ago, Klopp wasn't doing that. Now I know we didn't have the squad to make those changes for me, but he would always make changes around the 60th and 70th minute or 80th minute, and then there's no point. And I think this season he's showing that now he's got the squad. He's making those subs quick and he's proactive. So he's not waiting no last minutes to make it. If you're playing crap, he's subbing you off. And for me, I think you've got to love that from Klopp, and Klopp gets ratings for that for me, because he's being proactive with the subs, and that's what we want to see. Like, not every position is guaranteed. It's not. And I think he's showing that. He's showing that if you're not playing well, he will sub you. No matter if you're the best player in the world for me. And I think with the subs, I think Klopp made the right changes, and he's being proactive with the subs. So a good victory, good momentum going into this Sunday game now, and yeah, man, we move on to the A.
What's up, guys? I'm big on Matt Drifting Callum from Team Kopish here. Just my quick post-match reaction to the Benfica versus Liverpool game, and I think last night was a really good result, and obviously, you think going into the second leg, you sort of don't need to panic, because you think there's no way Benfica are going to come to Anfield and beat us 3-0 to go through to the semi-finals. No way. This Liverpool team at the moment is just unstoppable. And at the moment, you feel like that there's no sort of fear in how they're going to do it or come out of the game. It's just amazing. I think from the past few results I've seen from Liverpool, I think we've been grinding out the results, definitely. I'm really happy about that, but I think our performances were very sort of okay in a way and alright. Like the Watford game, for example, wasn't really just wasn't clicking, and I think last night was definitely something that we can get behind and we can definitely look forward to, because I think last night was the much better performance that we've all needed. Like we've scored, we scored 3 goals away, you know what I mean? And I think Mo Salah needs to pick up his form. And you have to think as well, yeah, he's played a lot of football lately. He's gone to AFCON, he's gone to do all this. He's played a lot of football, Salah. But yes, he will hopefully will click it on for Sunday. But I'm hoping that he will. But I don't see a world where we start Salah this Sunday. I think he has to start, in my opinion. He's the best. He's our best player at the moment. It's hard not to disagree on that. But I think also that this win last night against Benfica will hopefully give us the drive forward for Sunday. I can't wait. I'm so nervous for Sunday. I'm more scared than ever as a Liverpool fan of what the outcome's going to be on Sunday. I've got no idea. But it's something we can definitely get behind, and come on, you Reds. I believe we can do it. We can go all the way, and you gotta love this team, because I don't think any team in the Premier League right now is capable of what Liverpool's doing, apart from Liverpool, Man City. It's an honour to support the Reds, and just kick it on, take every game as you can. Every game's a cup final, and I just hope to see the right selection going forward on Sunday, because it's crucial that we get that right. I think Keita last night so some players last night who could be in the potential, like Keita and what have you, but I thought Keita had a brilliant game with all of Thiago and Fabinho. Will Henderson come back in is the question? I think so. Will Keita get the start? Who knows? It's just a lot of players can play for contention, but bring on Man City on Sunday, and hopefully Liverpool are into the semi-finals now, and we can not worry too much about the second leg. Then we can focus on the cup semi-final after that, and but there we go. Up the Reds, you never walk alone.